We're just gonna set past, guys. He's locked out of the special summoning to a normal summoning. Yes, yes, yes. He attacks Graydle Cobra, guys. This is why Graydle Cobra is so strong. That is my last warrior from another planet. Hey, on the final anomaly, before we get started, I want to mention that we added the Mathmech engine to this Graydle Exodia deck, seriously bringing it to a whole new level, because all you got to do is draw into one card. This deck doesn't care about Maxi. This deck doesn't care about your board full of negates, because it's got so many board breakers that can stop all of that. Anyways, y'all, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. If you're already subbed to the channel, make sure you're still subscribed. Please like the video, comment down below, let me know what you think of the video, let me know what you think of the deck. Want to take the time to thank y'all for all the support. We'll go through some replays in the description. I'll put the deck profile along with some other videos related to this deck. Anyways, let's get into it. Alrighty, so there is a new addition to this deck, y'all, the Graydle Exodia deck. It might as well at this point be the Graydle Exodia Mathmech deck, and the reason is, guys, Mathmech, the engine is just busted. Like, you literally need a single card in your hand to make the combo work. It's kind of disgusting. It's kind of ridiculous. It literally takes skill out of the game, though there's almost no card in this game now, or no deck in this game now that you can say is skill, because they're all just one card combos into your whole deck. But anyways, y'all, we added the Mathmech engine into the Graydle Exodia. This is a going second deck. If you guys have not been following this this deck, I've brought it back after a while. I played it back before Diamond was a thing in rank. Always got me to Plat 1. Kind of just took a break, and I was losing the coin toss so much that I decided I needed to bring something back that didn't matter if I lost the coin toss. And guys, this was the answer. Graydle Exodia, now Mathmech in the mix. It is just so good. Anyways, I want you to see why Graydles are so dang good. Anyways, Cyberstein, never good to see y'all. Such a cheap card as well, such an old card too. But anyways, what does he bring out? We're gonna go ahead and max C here. He brings out the last warrior from another planet. Going old school with it, but you know what? This actually locks us out of quite a bit here. You can't even kaiju this thing out of the way. Mathmech Circular is kind of just pointless now. Super Poly's pointless. All of the cards here are pointless, but we have Graydle Cobra, y'all. What is the plan? We're just gonna go ahead and set Graydle Cobra because he is locked out of summoning and special summoning as well. And so anyways, what does he do? He goes ahead and sets, attacks me. We go ahead and use Graydle Cobra, and now it's not his last warrior from another planet, it's my last warrior from another planet. Guys, Graydles are just too disgusting. They're just too disgusting. Anyways, he does Harpie Feather Duster out the way, so his whole strat to protect himself is gone. The beauty is his turn is over. We're now able to summon, and what do we have in hand, guys? We have a one card combo. The skill of the deck, guys. Mathmech Circular. So what do we do? Mathmech Circular is going to help me summon my whole deck. We're going to go ahead and play this. We're going to go ahead and play this. We're going to go ahead and then special summon, able to bring out Superfactorial. Of course, y'all probably know this play. We're going to go into Alembertian, or how do you say his name? Alembertian. Anyways, we go ahead and bring him out. It's such a cool name. I'm not going to lie, guys. These Mathmechs remind me of two things. VR Troopers and a mix of... I forgot the name of those. Chronicle... I forgot what they were called, but they were some cool toys back in the day. Anyways, guys, if y'all remember, let me know in the comment section. What were they called? Chronicle CH something. They were like little figures. God, I don't remember their names. Anyways, we go ahead and play Diameter here. We're gonna go ahead and do this. He does stop the combo here, which also there is a card that's actually missing in this extra deck that I just realized we need to add, which is the card that lets you attack twice. Anyways, he activates, and if it doesn't matter at this point, we got all we needed for the combo. We got everything we needed out. And so anyways, we go ahead and just wait it out because we have two pops, we have a discard from hand, and we have a negate on board. He just sets, he activates this to draw two more. He goes and activates this, trying to destroy this. I go ahead and use the effect now. So we're gonna go ahead and get the 3 free special summons. We're gonna go ahead and get Exceed for free. And then we're gonna do 2 pops, discard from the hand, and have a negate. You guys tell me how that's any sort of skill. Anyways, whatever. It's great though. It's a great engine. Use it. It's definitely a great engine in this Graydle Exodia because you can literally draw into whatever as long as you have Circular. You're good. Or I guess Cynet Mining. And so, anyways, we go ahead and do this. It is now our turn. So we go ahead, and then we get Dinowrestler, which we can't summon at this point, but still such a great add-on. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna go ahead and do this so that we can go into Link Disciple. We're gonna go ahead and activate this to bring back Diameter, and then we're gonna go ahead and just summon the head of Exodia. Go ahead and draw and set back, and then guys, we're just gonna attack here. We have free reign. So we didn't get to that one, but now we do, or should I say destroy? Maybe that's not a good word to say. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and go for the life points here, and then we feel pretty good. The bad thing here is we don't have a negate. I planned on going for Heat Soul here, forgetting that I'm gonna be stuck and not being able to do Link 3 or higher here, and so we won't be able to go into Heat Soul, so we're kind of just stuck here. But the plan was to go Heat Soul so that I can get the additional 2 draws, and now I won't be able to do that because I forgot about the effect of being locked out of Link 3 or higher's. Anyways, he's got 2 cards in his hand. He goes ahead and Lava Golems us. It's not a big deal. He does this, being able to now search a card, goes ahead and activates it, bringing this back, and then I go ahead and do this so that he's not able to go into Thunder Dragon Colossus, and so we go ahead and activate this, bringing out Mudragon, and I believe that's GG's. I don't think there's very much you can do at this point. And so, yep, GG's to the opponent, guys. This is just a great example of how the Mathmech engine works so well with Graydle Exodia, because you don't have to give up much. This deck, guys, in itself is pretty much immune to Max C. Why? Because there's not a lot of special summoning going on. You usually activate your special summons before they activate Max C, like Alpha, Dinowrestler Pankratops, Lava Golem, Kaiju. You usually play all of those before they can even activate anything, so Maxi usually is activated after the fact. By that time, you're done. The Graydles, as you saw, guys, last word from another planet, no problem for the Graydles. GG's to the opponent. This deck is just too good. Alrighty, y'all, so another match here. Of course, going second, we want to go second, so losing the coin toss, not losing the coin toss, that's not a big deal. What are we going up against, y'all? Marine says this combo is going to take forever. I'm not going to fast forward through it. I'll just talk over it. But anyways, they're going to go ahead and do this ridiculous 1-card combos here too. I'm telling you, everything in this game is just 1-card combos into everything now. But anyways, our hand is not the greatest. The beauty about our hand is that typically they end on 1 monster, a little bit of back row, and then maybe a negate in their hand. But we have the Kaiju, so it's not going to be that big of a deal, because we'll Kaiju that single monster that they're going to leave on their board out of the way. We can then do Exodia, go into Incarnate, which they won't be able to destroy with an effect. They'll either have to Kaiju it or crash into it, which will then at that point, hopefully we survive the battle phase, because they usually just have 1-2 monsters and they have to get him out the way that way. We have the Pot of Extravagance, so if he's got a negate, we'll get the negate out the way. If not, we'll get to draw 2. And then we still have the extra card in our hand that's going to assist us in whatever else we need to do, or the next draw. So we'll find out. Anyways, they finally ended their turn after 5 million years. What did I say? They ended on 1 monster, 2 back row, maybe a negate. Not that big of a deal. We have the Kaiju. Anyways, this is a little bit of a problem because now we can't do Pot of Extravagance, Anti-Spell Fragrance. The beauty about this is that next turn, because he will survive the turn, he's going to have to wait a turn for his spells as well. So anyways, we're just going to go ahead and Kaiju this out the way. Just GG's. All that work. I waited that long for that just to Kaiju it out the way with the monster. Like, that's gross. Anyways, he brings this back. We go ahead and set. We go ahead and do this. Set, set, and set. So anyways, we're safe from 1 attack, potentially safe from 2 because of Obliterate. We can't activate these till the following turn. The beauty about it is he won't be able to activate any of his spells until the following turn. So I feel extremely good here. They usually, like I said, they usually end their board with 1, maybe 2 monsters. Not that big of a deal. So I'm actually feeling really good. This was a good matchup with the hand that I have against them. Anyways, they sat and they attack because they can't play any other spells. Go ahead and return that back to our hand. Now we have a Kaiju for whatever they're going to play next. Anyways, they decide to go through their plays here. Go ahead and activate all of this, which is just fine. The battle phase is over. I'm going to survive it. And whatever they're going to play, I'm just going to Kaiju it twice. I'm actually going to Kaiju it twice out the way. Why? I'll play the Kaiju, I'll return it to the hand with Obliterate, and then just Kaiju it again. So I could Kaiju up to 2 monsters off the board, no problem. And I'm just noticing they are just melting their extra deck. They have 7 cards left, 6 cards left in this extra deck. Their plays are running out quick. Anyways, like I said, the battle phase is over here. I don't know why he waited to the battle phase. Maybe he was scared of a evenly matched. I guess evenly matched has been in the decks a lot. Evenly matched might be a good card to add to this deck, actually. I haven't even thought about it. So maybe he was scared of an evenly matched. Anyways, it goes ahead and does this. Again, guys, we draw an Exodia Incarnate, not the ideal card to draw, but at this point we can have 2 Exodia Incarnates at 3000 attack on the board if we wanted to. So anyways, he does have a really large beat stick here. He gets to draw again, gets to draw again. So he's gonna have some pretty large beat sticks here, which is the bad thing. So then our 3000 Exodias won't be enough, but we'll just Kaiju both of these out the way. We're gonna go and do this so that we can get to draw 2. There's no response. He does goes in match. I don't know why. Anyways, go ahead and do this. He activates this. We're gonna go ahead and return the Graydle again. He tries to activate this. Luckily, we have Called by the Grave, so we do Called by the Grave that. He activates this. I don't get it. If you control Marince's Link monster, trigger one face up on your opponent's control, negate that face up monster's effect. I don't know. It doesn't even affect them. So I don't know what that was about. Anyways, we go ahead and activate this. We go ahead and return the Kaiju, and then we just Kaiju that monster out of the way again. And so guys, we go ahead and do this. Now we have 3000 Exodia Incarnates on the board, y'all, unaffected by effects, can only be destroyed by battle. Such an amazing card. Anyways, we go ahead. I kind of regret running over this Kaiju, but you know what, we went for some life points here because I could have just returned the Kaiju again for more plays next turn. Anyways, we're not letting this guy play Yu-Gi-Oh with such simple cards. He's probably thinking, what the heck is this deck? You might think Exodia here is only at 1000 apiece, but we can get them each back to 2000 on the opponent's turn with Obliterate again. We have the Waking the Dragon, so if he decides he wants to go for the back row, that'll be awesome. Anyways, I don't know what he's going for here. He's got 4 cards left in his extra deck. I don't know what else he could possibly do. He locked himself out of spells here, so if he had any chance of any spells, he's got to wait, because he is locked out of those spells. He needs room in his zones to be able to equip to his monsters. I don't know what he's looking for here. I'm pretty sure he's going to give up at this point. 2 cards in the extra deck. I'm trying to figure out. I went ahead and definitely returned that. He's got the 2 cards in his extra deck because I already know what one of them are. I don't know what he's aiming for here. I honestly think this is GG's. And so the reason he didn't activate that last turn was because of Anti-Spell Fragrance. I think Anti-Spell Fragrance cooked him here. Honestly, I think this card was a lot worse for him than it was for me. Anyways, I'm still trying to figure out what it is he's looking for here. With 1 card, with 2 cards, 1 card in his extra deck. I don't know what he's looking for. I guess he realized that he couldn't return, or he couldn't do anything to my Exodias on the board, and that's GG's to the opponent, guys. This deck is, it's insane. I think it's just going to get stronger and stronger. Adding the Mathmech engine to this deck too has just made it so much stronger. Alrighty, y'all, so here is the deck profile. Of course, we have all the pieces of Exodia. We have 2 Maxis because this is a going second deck. Definitely just an auto win on its own. 2 Graydle Cobras, 2 Graydle Eagles. You know how good they are. They're pretty much a change of heart. The Graydle Cobra, if targeted by attacks or trap cards, destroyed effects or attacks for the Graydle Eagle. 2 Mathmech Sigma, 3 Mathmech Diameter, 2 Mathmech Diameter, 3 Mathmech Circular, just because they're the 1 card combo into easy wins. Dinowrestler Pankratops, you can think of it as a board breaker as well because it's a free special summon. You can run over the monster that you want to run over if you're trying to get rid of an effect, or you can have him actually use his effect to trigger an effect, and if not, then he also destroys a card on the board. So he could potentially destroy 2 cards on the board or get your opponent to trigger an effect. You have the Lava Golem, 2 Gameciel the Sea Turtles, 1 Alpha the Master of Beasts, 2 Legendary Exodia Incarnate, the Winged Dragon of Ra. Sphere Mode, of course, huge board breaker here. There's so many board breakers in his deck, right? Raigeki, Harpie, Feather Duster. We got the Cynet Mining to search the Circular, Mathmech Equation, Lightning Storm, Pot of Prosperity, 2 Super Polymerizations, 2 Called by the Graves, Waking the Dragon, Mathmech Superfactorial, and then Obliterate, obviously one of the better cards in the deck. I think a lot of people sleep on Obliterate because of the bounce effect. Anyways, guys, 45 card deck. You can afford to have a lot of these kind of bricks, like Winged Dragon of Raw Sphere Mode and stuff, because as long as you open Mathmech Circular or a Cynet Mining, you're pretty much going to get your full combo to be able to get a few cards on the board, or even get to draw some cards. For the extra deck, Mudragon in the Swamp, he's there for the Super Poly. Starving Venom as well, Predaplant Dragostapelia, First of the Dragons is also there for the Super Poly. I don't know how to say this guy's name, but also for the Super Poly. Naturia Exterio is there for the Waking the Dragon. Of course, you have Laplacian and Alembertian for the Mathmech engine, Raid Raptor Ultimate Falcon for the Waking the Dragon, Link Disciple for when you're locked into Cyberse monsters, Splash Mage to be able to then go into Transcotalker to be able to go into Heat Soul or access code to be able to go for a game. There is a card we have to remove from here so that we can go ahead and go for, I forget his name, the one that lets you attack twice in the battle phase with access code. Definitely want to go into that, guys. But this is the deck. Definitely a really good going second deck. Can still go first, especially if you open Cynet Mining or Mathmech Circular. So really huge. And then you have the extra stuff for the extra plays. For example, opening a Circular with a, with a Called By, or Awakening the Dragon, or even a Super Poly in the back row along with an Obliterate is just huge. Anyways, guys, I backed this deck. It's a lot of fun. It's actually getting a lot stronger with adding the Mathmech engine. The Mathmech engine is just so cheap. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I stand by saying there's no skill at all in this game anymore. Seriously, one card just summons everything. Like, whatever. Let me put 20 hand traps and then a one card combo. Of course that works. Anyways, y'all, let me know if you decide to use this deck. Let me know what you think of the upgrade, or at least of the update. If you choose to use this deck, let me know how it goes for you, how you did in rank. Y'all, thank you so much for the support. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.